Okay, so the other things that we need to know about the parabola is two things: the x-intercepts and the y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept means when the graph intercepts the y-axis, and the x-intercept means when the parabola intersect the x-axis. Okay, so if you're looking at this graph right here, right? So I'm gonna draw this graph. I'm just gonna highlight it. Where does this graph intersect the y-axis? At y equals to 5, right? So this is where it intersects the y-axis. So we call that y equals to 5. You're going to only see that it intersects the y-axis at one point only, right? It's always going to intersect the y-axis, but sometimes we can't see it because the graph is too far to the left or to the right. So sometimes if you can't see it, you just say, I can't see it. Okay? Doesn't mean it's not available. It is. It will be there, but you have to really extend your graph to be able to find it. Yeah. However, your x-intercepts, you might have two x-intercepts, have one x-intercept, or you might have none. Okay? The maximum you can have is two x-intercepts. Okay? But if I have, for example, this kind of graph, how many x-intercepts do you see here? How many times does your graph intersect the x-axis? Once, right? So there's only one x-intercept here, right? In this case that we see right there, we have two x-intercept, right? What if I have something that looks like this? How many x-intercept do I have? None. Right? My graph is going to keep going up. It's never going to go down, right? So I have 0 x-intercept. Okay? So sometimes you have two, sometimes you have one, sometimes you have none. Depends on the graph. Now, when I write the x-intercept, I write it as x equals to and whatever the value that it intersects. Okay? So x equals -5, x equals -1 in these cases. Are we okay with that? They're also called the zeros because this is when the value of the y is equal to 0. The value of y is equal to 0, so you're looking for the value of x. So there's two names for them. They either ask you find the zeros or find the x-intercepts. Okay? Just wording. I know these are not very clear, but this is the best I can do here. Okay, let's take D, and let's find the vertex, axis of symmetry, optimal value, everything we've learned about. Okay? So let's start with the vertex. What's the vertex? 7, 7 and -4. Okay? Where is my axis of symmetry? X equals 7. Yep. So it's going to be right here, yeah? How about my optimal value? Is it a min or a max? At what value? Y equals -4. I'm going to be picky on this. Okay, and what are your x-intercepts? 5, so x equals 5, and x equals 9. How about the y-intercept? Can you see it? We can say not visible. Okay? Are you guys okay with all of these? Okay? Now with the x-intercept, you don't say not visible, you say there's none. Okay? Because it's either there's none or it won't be not visible. You're going to have to find it. Okay? All right, so let me see. All right, so you're going to have to do the same thing. So you're going to have to ask the direction, answer all these questions for question A and B and C. Okay? So all the questions, I, double I, triple I, all of these for A, B, and C. Okay? So what you can do is you can just do this and then answer the question next to it. You can do it in the booklet. Okay?